Good evening, everyone. Welcome to more play-by-play here from the 5th Division Senior Legion Baseball Tournament with Louis Korak, Brent Berklin here with you, and hope you enjoyed the Alton victory over Centralia. We now bring you Belleville and Marion, and we're ready to start here under the lights at Gordon Moore Park. In Belleville, the home team. That means Marion will start at the plate, looking for win number 20. They are 19-11, and it's Caleb Warren to start things off against Kane Sweeney. Sweeney for Belleville, throwing a couple out of the strike zone, and we're underway in the top of the first. 2-0 the count.
Different sort of thing here. You see a winner playing a loser here, but they're both, if Marion wins, they will advance. If Belleville wins, it will eliminate Marion. We will be down to 2 teams remaining. We're down to 3 teams now.
Centralia eliminated earlier today with that Alton victory, 16-6. So 5 teams are out, 3 teams are left. Alton will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and they'll play the winner of this game. Warren shoots one into center, and that's a base hit to start the ball game here in the top of the first. A lot of Marion fans right in front of us here from Marion, Illinois, and they start with a single in the top of the first.
They have made the trip up here, and this is a good hitting team. I've watched them quite a bit here this week, and they've got some bats, and if you didn't believe it before, you should have believed it yesterday. 9-run 8th inning, win a game in the 9th inning with 2 runs. That should tell you a lot right there.
There's a deep drive to left center field. Center fielder going back under it, near the fence, makes the catch. Gillette with a good grab there for Belleville. Deep into left center field, 1 out.
Well, that was a drive. First pitch swinging from our pitcher tonight, Sobchak. And boy, he didn't miss that one by much, about another 3 or 4 feet, and we would have quickly had a 2-0 game here.
Now it's Kenton Parmalee. Parmalee, the batter, the shortstop for Marion, takes a strike. And it is 0-1. Marion, 19 wins. Belleville, 28-3 their record, and they are 3-0 this week in the tournament, of course. Without a loss in this double elimination tournament. Kane Sweeney, again, the right-hander for Belleville on the mound tonight. As we roll on in this tournament, game number 13 this week in the tournament. There's a ball low, 2-1. Nick Andros will be next. Kyle Hudson, 5th batter. Andrew Rowe will bat 6th. Then it's Gardner, Turnage, and Smith at the bottom of the order for Marion. And Greg Haub, their manager. There's a ball, and it's 3-1 here to the Marion shortstop, Parmalee.
Good number 3 hitter here. He hit a home run in an opening day here, and
he takes a strike. He thought it was low and away, but at the knees, 3-2.
Hit a home run here against Highland on Monday. Had to sit out day number 2 with a suspension. Was tossed for arguing in that first game, but came back yesterday and was 2 for 3, I believe.
Breaking ball, foul ball. The runner going at 3-2. It's in the air. First baseman has room. Makes the grab as Beatty stayed with it. And that's an out. And 2 down in the inning.
Thought that thing might get out of here, but not the case. Stayed in play. Plenty of foul territory here, both down the left and right field sides. And Beatty was able to get himself over and get a big out there, and it's going to bring in the cleanup hitter, Andros.
From the left side, he swings the bat and takes a strike. It's 0-1. Marion looking for win number 20 again. They are 19-11. Sitting in the third base dugout to our left, and Belleville in the first base dugout to our right here tonight. A little bit of a breeze blowing in from the left field corner, left field foul pole. There's a ball to Andros, and it is 1-1. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Belleville last night beating Alton 11-7. Nowak, the winning pitcher in that one. Mitch Matecki picked up the save. Swing and a line drive, base hit into center. Runner going, and they'll turn and go to third. Throw to third, not in time. 2 on, 2 out. They're at the corners now for Marion.
Warren goes first to third on that line shot right up the gut. Solid single there for Andros, and it's going to bring in the catcher Hudson here. Runner in scoring position. But there are 2 outs. A couple of good-looking base hits here for Marion. They're off and running. But it's going to take a 2-out something for them to get on the board here early.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, low and away for a ball. No score, first inning, and 2 hits in this top of the first for Marion. 2 outs. Swing and a pop foul. 1-1 the count. Mike Harris, the manager for Belleville, post 58. Last year the tournament, state tournament anyway, was in Belleville, Whitey Herzog Field. This year again the state tournament in Arlington Heights, Illinois, next week. 2-1, the pitch low and away. Here's another from Sweeney, and it's a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. Kyle Hudson, the catcher for Marion. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter here. Alton again winning today, 16-6. Here's the next. Check swing, but it's down in the dirt for a ball.
Well, the runner from first base will be off and running with this pitch. 3-2, 2 outs.
High, it's ball 4. The bases are loaded with 2 outs, and here comes center fielder Andrew Rowe next.
Well, no place to put him now as Sweeney has walked his first batter here, and he's in a little bit of first inning trouble. He was able to get a deep fly to center and a pop-up in foul territory on the first base side, but since had a base hit and a walk, and bases are jammed, ducks are on the pond, however you want to look at it.
There's a strike to Rowe. It's 0-1. Gardner, Turnage, and Smith, the bottom of the order, but right now the big man is Rowe as he takes one in the dirt. 1-1 now. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Good play by Quirin there. It's his first game behind the plate as Tyler Burke, who's DHing tonight, has manned the chores behind the plate throughout the tournament for post 58.
Down and in for a ball. 2-1 the count to the center fielder for Marion. Post 147, foul ball off to the right. 2-2 here. First inning, a rally for Marion. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The stretch by Sweeney, the Belleville right-hander. Brings it in. Strike 3 called, and on 2-2, a blazing fastball, and he watched it go by, and the bases are left loaded. Belleville coming to the plate in the bottom of the first. No score here. Marion and Belleville under the lights at Gordon Moore Park.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
Opportunity to get something done. Tyler Sobchak now will be on to try to keep this potent Belleville offense in check here and try to keep this game scoreless.
Belleville winning yesterday 11-7 over Alton, and there's ball one up high. Here's the next swing and a foul back to the screen. It's 1-1 now. Luke Matecki on deck, and then Mitch Matecki for Belleville wearing their blue jerseys, the gold jerseys for Marion. Swing and a line drive foul left side and down into left field. 1-2 to Joe Bendick.
He was busy in the field last night, wasn't he? He had about 5 or 6 putouts.
I seem to remember that. Outside for a ball. That was a long time ago, Lou.
Listen, I've seen enough games here this week. You kind of remember everything.
Swing and a miss. Slow curve and got him on a swing and a miss. It's a strikeout.
Good start for Sobchak to get the leadoff batter, a dangerous leadoff batter. 1 up, 1 down here, and it'll bring in Luke Matecki. The Matecki brothers will hit now.
Luke takes high, up and in, ball one. Sobchak striking out the first batter of the night here in the home half of the first inning. No score. And the pitch, swing and a fly ball. Center fielder going to chase that. Rowe goes back into right center, long run, and he makes the catch in right center field, as it turns out.
Rowe was playing somewhat shallow out there, so he had to go back on the play. He and Smith both converging back there, and Rowe gets to the play, gets to the ball, and records himself an out. 2 up, 2 down here.
Breaking ball upstairs, ball one. To the third baseman, Mitch Matecki. High for a ball, 2-0. Well, it's cloudy here at Gordon Moore Park for the last hour or two. We've heard of some rain around the region, including in downtown St. Louis. There's a shot up the middle. That's a base hit. A 2-out single for Matecki. That'll bring in the DH, Tyler Burke, and he'll face Tyler Sobchak.
Well, a good-looking hitter can sit on something good there, and 2-0 count, and Mitch Matecki made no doubt there. Took it right back up the middle. Gets himself a 2-out single.
Runner going, the pitch is a ball, and Matecki steals second base. The throw down there bouncing in toward the bag, and it's a strike on Burke, but it's a stolen base.
Didn't waste any time getting going there.
Tyler Burke, the designated hitter, batting for the pitcher, Sweeney. The stretch, the pitch. It's a ball up and away. Kyle Gillette will be next.
Have to be careful here again.
First base open. Strike catches the outside corner. It looks like the outside corner are strikes. The inside corner, not strikes. And that was a lightning strike. Right field. There's a base hit into center field, and that's going to score a run, and the center fielder will chase it. Maybe extra bases. It is. Burke goes to second. It's an RBI double. Belleville takes the lead, 1-0 in the first.
Well, they just can quickly strike. Just when you think there's nothing going on, here comes 3 and 4 for them. You get a base hit, a stolen base, and another 2-0 count. And Burke shoots that one into right center field, and Post 58 is quickly on top here.
High for a ball, and Gillette ahead 1-0.
And that's been the big difference here, is falling behind on these hitters here.
Ground ball to third. Third baseman gobbles it up, throws across for the out. It's Gardner to Andros for the out. Belleville scores a run in the first inning, and after one, they lead Marion, Illinois, 1-0 here at Gordon Moore Park.
Yeah, my hairstylist is like family. When pool water turned my hair green, she came over right away. Now that kind of commitment is a lot like my American Family Insurance agent. When our washing machine flooded the basement, my agent showed up wearing knee-high rubber boots. My agent understands that the ultimate coverage isn't a piece of paper, it's peace of mind. American Family Insurance, the family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you here. We roll into the second inning now under the lights at Gordon Moore Park, and Belleville takes a quick lead, 1-0. After one, they lead Marion, Illinois.
Two-out rally got him going. Matecki with the single stolen base. He scores on Burke's RBI. And quickly a 1-0 lead for Kane Sweeney, who flirted with danger but was able to escape trouble.
And that was, well, Marion had the bases loaded with 2 outs, and then Belleville with 2 outs. They actually get the 2-out hit for the run, but Marion could not get it done. Now, top of the second inning, 1-0 in favor of Belleville. Check swing, it's low for a ball. Gardner, Turnage, and Smith. Here's the pitch. Inside on the corner, called a strike there. Turnage and Smith will follow here. Check swing, and a strike is called to the Marion batter. And it's 2-2.
I think he got him on the check swing, actually. Gardner didn't think so, but Dick Lyons says, you went.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes another, and it is a fastball. Strike 3 called. And Marion again complaining of balls and strikes, and the home plate umpire going to talk to their manager about the players arguing the pitches and the calls behind the plate.
Well, that's going to stop pretty quickly here, and I'll tell you what, if that continues, you know how big that strike zone can get.
And now the batter, Dylan Turnage, left fielder. Low, ball 1. Number 8 hitter in the lineup here, and the pitch. Low again for a ball. The wind has shifted. It's blowing in from the left. Now it's blowing out toward that left field corner now. So completely different now as there's another low delivery. 3-0.
You know what that means? It's coming.
Okay.
The wet stuff.
Tell me when. Pitch. Strike at the knees. Some lightning flashing off to the right again. Beyond the right field corner there.
It's not much of anything. It's a small cell, and it's just going to looks like it's going to skirt down below us.
Hit into left field. Base hit through the left side of the infield. A 1-out hit for Turnage.
3-1 count. He's able to sit on a pitch and Driving into left field, Marion out hitting Belleville now, 3-2, but down on the scoreboard, 1-0.
And Cody Smith, the batter now, right fielder for Marion. Wild pitch, ball one, low and away, and Turnage will go to second base with 1 out.
Tying run now in scoring position, and see if we got the number 9 hitter Smith, then it's back to the top with Warren. And in that wild game yesterday, he was the one. Warren picked up the win in relief.
There's a strike to Smith. It's 1-1. Well, if we do see some rain, we may get some company up here in the press box because we're always high and dry up here. So Don Wallace, Legion official, Alex here, and you and I, we may have some company.
Fine with me.
We got enough chairs.
As long as I have a roof over my head, I'm good.
And it's a 2-1 count now to the batter. The pitch. Swing and a looping liner to right. Right fielder playing in, though, and he'll make the catch. It's Bendick. 2 outs.
Kind of an inside-out swing. Ball was up and in, and I think we're getting some wet stuff.
Folks headed toward shelter behind home plate, and that's a smart thing. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner to Warren here. Strike one. There's a line drive into left. Foul ball. Just foul down that left field line.
Well, that would have scored the tying run. It was about 3 feet foul or so. Warren gets just out in front of it, and now he's staring at a deep hole.
Top of the second inning as rain falls now on the field. Diamond number 5 here, and it's just outside for a ball. 1-2 the count.
Do you feel bad for John and Dan out there?
Putting up the big tent. I hope it doesn't blow onto the field.
Hey,
there's a fly ball to right field. Bendick has it. Another fly to right will end the inning, and quickly Marion is finished, and we're in the middle of the second inning, and our score still 1-0 in favor of Belleville. Belleville coming back to the plate with that lead when we come back to Gordon Moore Park.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
Welcome back to Gordon Moore Park, and we have a rain delay now as the rain falls a little bit harder here, and the players probably going to help get that tarp out with Coach Dennis Sharp of Alton Post 126 headed to home plate and discussing things with the umpires, and he's going to get the players from Belleville out there too, and maybe Marion as well, as they're going to try to get the tarp on as quick as they can here, Louis.
Gonna have to, because it's gonna be a downpour, but it's gonna be a quick one though. Just looking at the radar here, it's not gonna be anything massive, but it's gonna be enough where you need to get this thing on the field.
To get that tarp on the field.
Got to preserve this infield, and
Can we get some help with both teams to get that tarp on the field, please?
looks like we're going to get both teams out there now to kind of help out. Let's just looking at the radar here. It's not going to be a big one, but we got to. When you see red and yellow, you know you're going to have some heavy downpours.
That's true. And right now we're in the middle of the second inning. Belleville was getting ready to come up in the bottom of the second inning, and they already lead the game 1-0 here. And rain starting to fall there at the top of the second inning with 2 outs. And now rain falling pretty good here at the ballpark, and we'll have to see just how long this delay lasts. Earlier for the first game, we had a 16-6 final score as Alton knocked out Centralia. And we'll have to see how things go with Belleville and Marion, as it looks like we're going to have a little thunderstorm here with lightning and thunder crashing now and lighting up the sky here out at Gordon Moore Park.
Yeah, usually when you see these at the big league parks, you just wonder who's going to be the first one to get sucked down under the tarp. You always see that on the baseball follies, but it looks like everybody's in good shape right now. Everybody's getting slammed right now with the rain, but looks like the boys are hustling up. They want to get this tarp on the field, and we want to resume play here tonight. We don't want to have this shower postpone things at all.
Well, it looks like things are going good right now, like they've done that before, even though they probably have not done it before. Yeah. So the tarp going on the field now, and we'll see how things go. But we're going to have a rain delay for now. We'll take a break and be back with more here at Gordon Moore Park in a moment. Marion and Belleville. A rain delay in the second inning, and right now Belleville with an early 1-0 lead over Marion, Illinois. Back with more after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBender.com.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home. With no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to baseball here at Gordon Moore Park. You're in tune to WBGZ Alton, and here at 4 o'clock we get things rolling again on the radio and bring you more 5th Division tournament action. It's Senior Legion playoff baseball here on the Big Z and also on the internet. RiverBender.com here too, so we're all here again for another big day and big night of baseball. Big Friday here at Gordon Moore Park with Louis Korak, Brent Berklin with you, and the rains came last night, suspended our game in the second inning, and that's where we pick it up here, and Belleville has picked it up in a big way. They led 1-0 when the rain delay happened last night. Well, they've scored 5 quick runs here in this bottom of the second inning, and we're already at 6-0 and maybe counting for more here, Louis.
May have been rain last night, but Belleville's providing the thunder here so far today, and 6-0 lead real quickly here against this pitcher, and they've come out and used home plate as a launching pad, and so far batted 9 guys around here in this second inning, and from 1-0 quickly it's 6-0, and another runner on base, 2 more on here with 2 outs and looking for more.
And they haven't been cheap at all. They have had a couple of walks this inning, but they have spanked the ball all over. They have a home run in this inning, a double, 3, 4 singles, so all kinds of hits. They have 8 hits on the board, and it's a 6-0 Belleville lead over Marion, Illinois. Belleville with a record of 28-3. And the winner of this game will play later tonight against Alton, post 126. The home team waiting in the wings. And there's a pop-up, and that could finally end this second inning. Center fielder coming in for Marion, and he'll make the catch. But again, let's recap this second inning as Belleville came into today's action already leading 1-0. Inning number 2 when the rains came last night, and it was only about a 20-minute rain, but it was a downpour. And as you mentioned now, Belleville ready to go right away today.
Couldn't get the tarp on the field last night as much as the players tried. The rain was just too hard, came at a fast pace, and the infield got soaked up pretty well. They decided to call it quick and resume action here today, and Belleville picks up where it left off. It led 1-0 when the rains came last night, and quickly goes from 1 to 6.
5-run second inning for Belleville, and that's good news for Sweeney, who's back on the hill here. Kane Sweeney, and we'll see if he can hold this big lead. And we've seen big lead after big lead, and we know that nothing is comfortable, whether it's the home team, Alton, behind or in front, no matter who it's been. Top to bottom, all 8 teams have seemed to either had a big lead or had a big comeback really all week long.
And scores have been high here latter part of the week, and actually looks like Sweeney is not going to continue in this game. It looks like number 10 is going to take over here, Pat McGlynn. McGlynn will take over on the mound, so Sweeney goes the first 2 innings, and Belleville making a pitching change right from the get-go. Do not bring Sweeney back here.
All right, well, relief pitcher then to start things off in this suspended game. Once again, picking it up where they left off last night, and we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning, and it will be the pitcher, Tyler Sopchek, who was a little mad at himself once he got back to the dugout. He fired the glove against the back wall, and now he's going to find out what he can do at the plate, as he had a rough second inning to say the least, and they pounded the baseball and now lead it 6-0. And the Marion pitcher is at the plate here, and he sends one deep to left field. Left fielder back, Luke Matecki under it, and he'll make the catch in deep left center field. And everything off the bat today carrying right away.
Already seen a home run from Joe Bendick going the other way, and solo home run for him. It's part of Belleville's 5-run second inning.
Pat McGlynn, right-hander on the mound now for Belleville, post 58. There's a deep drive to left. Look out. That's going to be gone. Home run to left field. First pitch, Parmley, the shortstop, sends one over the fence as he hit it high, long, and far for a solo home run. So now it's 6-1 Belleville.
Probably this team's best hitter, and didn't waste any time. We've seen 2 batters and 2 pitches delivered, and he sends one over the fence here. He hit one over on Monday against Highlands, so his 2nd home run of the tournament.
Marion with a record of 19-11, so they go for that magical win number 20 today, hoping they can get that. Of course, to start the week, we started with 8 teams in the 5th division tournament. 5 teams have been eliminated. Double elimination, of course. And Highland, Effingham, Centralia, Murfreesboro, and Metropolis all gone. That leaves Alton, Belleville, and Marion. 2 of those teams playing right here. And Marion trying to come from way behind. We've seen a couple of 8-0 leads the last couple of days. We have a 6-0 lead here today, but Marion with a home run to make it 6-1. And Nick Andros takes a ball low, left-handed batter, and he's at 3-0 from Pat McGlynn. Hudson will follow, then Rowe, the center fielder. 1 on, or I should say 1 in and 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Marion at the plate. That's a 4-pitch walk inside and low, and after the home run, a walk to the cleanup hitter.
A couple of hard hit balls in the inning so far, and now a walk, so this Marion team won't be out of it by any stretch. They've shown the ability that they can come back, as evidenced by their game against Effingham a couple of days ago.
Again, a 6-1 score on the board. This one's up and in from McGlynn to Hudson, the catcher. Kyle Hudson at the dish. Ball one, and the next is a strike at the letters. Inside corner 2. It's 1-1. One on, one out. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to first and the runner back. Well, yesterday and today, one of the big changes here at the ballpark, the temperature rising to more summer-like weather, lots of heat, and today even hotter than yesterday. Yesterday's high all the way up to 87. Well, today, more like 90 degrees. Or in that neighborhood. It's 2-1 now to the batter. Swing and a foul, 2-2. So it took a while for the heat, but it's here.
Didn't have much of it early in the week, and it is a little warmer here today. The ball should fly out of the park, even with the wind blowing in.
Up and away, and now we have a full count on the batter, and again, 1 on, 1 out, and Marion trying to jump back into the game right away here in the 3rd inning. Throw over to first and the runner back. We'll see if he's running with the pitch on 3-2. Here's the stretch. 3-2 delivery. Swinging a long fly to left and reaching up and making the grab is Luke Matecki on the run. Nice play there on a line drive to left.
Well, if this continues, this game is far from over because McGlynn has come into this game and he's not fooled anybody here. If it hasn't been for a couple of good plays by his left fielder out there, this could be a very interesting inning. And that was another hard hit ball that took a good defensive play to record the out.
That will bring in Andrew Rowe. Struck out his first time up, and that was last night when we played the first inning. And Marion, remember, had the bases loaded to start that ball game, but didn't score. Then Belleville answered with a run. They've come back with more today. A 5-run second inning. Marion with a home run here in the 3rd inning, so they're on the board, but trail Belleville 6-1. Rowe at the plate, the pitch. It's a strike at the knees. Runner at first, 2 down now. Greg Haub, the Marion manager. Mike Harris, the Belleville manager. Ball down and in. Catcher fires to first, but the runner back. Long week of baseball. It all started Monday. Continues here on a Friday, and there's ball 4. Upstairs, 2 on, 2 out.
3-1 pitch, not to Rowe's liking. He would have taken that at bat last night when he struck out with the bases loaded, but 2 on, 2 out now. A chance for Gardner to cut this deficit down even more.
Strike 1 as he takes one on the outside corner.
Sharp, 4 hits for Marion.
Stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, and it's lined into left. That's a base hit, and that'll load the bases. 2 walks and now a single, and with 2 outs, bases loaded, and Marion has been here before. They loaded him up last night in the 1st inning.
Well, that ball was hit too hard there. It was just a one-hopper to the left fielder. No chance to score Andros from second base. They would have liked to, but again, here's a 2-out bases loaded situation, and Turnage with the opportunity now to make this a closer game.
He's the number 8 hitter in the order. And bases loaded for Marion. Post 147, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Pitcher in the wind with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Breaking ball up and in. He wastes one. See if he will waste another. Here's the next. Swing and a deep drive to left. Look out. Bases loaded and gone. Home run. Grand slam on 1 and 2. Dylan Turnage just turned on one, and he drives in 4.
Wow, that pitch was up and in the zone, and boy, did he get good piece of bat on that one. And just that quickly, Belleville gets 5. Marion turns right around with 5 of their own, and right back in the game they are with one swing of the bat.
The number 8 hitter, Turnage, with a grand slam home run. Number 9 hitter, Cody Smith now. It is 6-5 in the 3rd inning. Belleville with a 1-run lead. 6-0 to 6-5 with a blink of an eye. Strike 1 to Smith. Here's McGlynn with another, and it is a strike at the knees. That was 1 and 2 for the count. And the base is loaded.
He had a chance to waste a pitch and did not do it, and it cost him.
Ground ball to third. Mitch Matecki is there. He throws to first, and that's out number 3. But not before Marion gets right back in it with a 5 spot. Middle of the 3rd inning here at Gordon Moore Park in Alton. And it's now Belleville 6, Marion 5. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
There's a long pass, and looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown! Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Back with more Senior Legion playoff baseball here on the Big Z. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you. A 6-5 score. Belleville on top of Marion, Illinois, and 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Belleville. And the first hitter here in the bottom of the 3rd inning flies out to left. Casina. And now Alex Quirin. The number 8 hitter is up there at the plate with nobody on, 1 out, and a 1-1 count. 1-run game, just like that. Each team with a 5-run inning already.
When you think Marion's out of it, they come back and just jump right back into the ball game, and they have that ability.
This one is a roller to short, throw to first, out, number 2. 2 up, 2 down.
Ball hit to Parmley's right, and he hit one of the 2 home runs in that top half of the 3rd inning. Got the ball rolling for post 147.
2 outs. Breaking ball strike to Rory Harrington. Strike 1. Five runs on 6 hits last inning for Belleville. So they have 6 runs, 8 hits already in the game in 2 innings. There's a high chopper to third, throw to first, out there. A lot different inning there. 1, 2, 3 for Belleville this time, and we've played 3 full innings. This 5th division tournament moves into the 4th inning now here on a Friday afternoon, and It's 6-5, Belleville over Marion. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
My dentist is like part of the family. He's always gone out of his way to make things as painless as possible for me. He's kind of like my American Family Insurance agent. Whenever I've got a problem, my agent solves it quickly, and it never requires Novocaine. I think my dentist could take some pointers from my agent. American Family Insurance. The family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Welcome back to the ballpark, and moving to the top of the fourth inning now. Marion back to the plate. Marion this week, well, they lost to Highland on Monday to start the week. Then they beat Metropolis on Tuesday. Had that huge comeback Wednesday to beat Effingham 17-16. And now they play on a Friday afternoon against Belleville in a suspended game that was started last night. But then the rain came to the Riverbend. Caleb Warren, the leadoff hitter, and Warren takes a strike. We have a 2-1 count.
Singled. It's his first at bat today. He singled and flied out to right when the game got suspended last night.
Breaking ball is shot into center field, and the center fielder has to play it on a hop. Gillette couldn't get it. Leadoff single to start the fourth inning.
Here comes Marion once again, and again a pitch that was up in the zone, and I don't know how much longer they're going to continue with this. You might see some bullpen action down on the right side here. A lot of balls from McGlynn are up.
This ball gets away. It's ball one to Sopchek, the pitcher for Marion in this ball game. Right-handed batter. And we're in the top of the fourth inning with Marion down by a run. Nobody out, and there's a deep drive to left center field. Way, way back. It may happen again. It's up against the fence. It's going to hop over the fence for a ground rule double. It hits on the warning track and then hops over for a double.
For a minute I thought it was going to get out of here again, but he just got underneath the pitch, and well, we're going to have a visit from Mike Harris here, and he's making a slow walk. And I don't know if this is just going to be a pep talk or if this is going to be, yeah, he's going to take the baseball here. This experiment did not work quite the way he wanted to here today.
Well, that's going to finish, at least for now, McGlynn on the mound, and Belleville's going to make some changes here, including the center fielder who comes in toward the mound. So we'll sort it all out here in the fourth inning and take a break and tell you about what's going to take place here in the fourth inning. It's already 6-5, and Marion down by a run, but they have two on and nobody out. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest.
Welcome back to Gordon Moore Park, Hopkins Field, diamond number 5, and Belleville hanging on to a 6-5 lead here, leading Marion. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you as our center fielder, Kyle Gillette, comes into pitch as some changes are made with the defense, but Gillette on top of the hill.
He comes in to try to shut the door here, but it's going to be tough. Second and third, nobody out.
2 in scoring position. Gillette throws outside. Ball 1 with first base open. Parmley, the shortstop.
Well, you might see them pitch around him here.
Hit a home run last inning. Fouls one back, 1-1 the count. One ball, one strike. Number 3 hitter, Parmley, will be followed by Andros, the cleanup man. Here's the next. Upstairs for a ball. Looks like McGlynn may have moved to third, and then Mitch Matecki out to center, but we'll keep an eye on that. 2-1 the count. Swing and a fly ball to center field. Center fielder going back. Under it now in deep center. That'll tie the game. Runner tags and comes home. The other runner still at second base. It's 6-6 on the sac fly.
Well, Parmley gets the job done. He brings that run in from third base and ties this game up. I don't know why the back runner was not tagging up either. Probably would have been at least tag up, and did force the throw, but you would have liked to have seen him tag up there and maybe give a shot getting into third base with 1 out.
That was a good, strong throw from the center fielder, and I believe that is Mitch Matecki out there now. And Luke Matecki still in left. And Gillette brings it in to the left-handed hitting first baseman, Nick Andros, and it is a strike, 0-1. Throw back to second base and not in time. So all 6 runs charged to McGlynn. He still has that runner out at second base as he left the mound. Gillette on the mound now, and the cleanup man is up there. There's a ball low. It's 1-1. Andros has been on base twice in the game, single and a walk. Scored on the grand slam last inning by Turnage. And we really have seen it all this week, including multiple grand slams, all kinds of runs and hits, errors, walks, everything.
It's Legion baseball.
1-2 the count.
You see a little bit of everything.
One and two with 1 on, 1 out. Runner going, soft liner to short. That's caught. That's a double play with the runner going as he steps on the bag. Cosina with an unassisted double play, and that ends the Marion 4th inning. Middle of the 4th though, but they've tied the game. They trailed 6-0 at one point to Belleville. It's now 6-6 in the 4th. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
What do I have to do to sell you a car?
Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Louis Korak and Brent Berklin back with you. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Belleville, the home team, coming back to the plate in this 5th division tournament in Senior Legion Baseball. 5 divisions in the state of Illinois, and this is the 5th division tournament. The winner this week moving on to the state tournament, which is next week in Northern Illinois. And you keep winning, you keep playing, and you may play for a long, long time, well into August.
Trip into Arlington Heights, the suburb of Chicago, would be the next destination for the winner of the 5th division. We'll also have the host, which is Palatine, will be there, along with the divisional winners from 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. 16 tournament.
And all the states with state tournaments, so you have 50 winners, and then they go to 8 regionals. Dennis Sharp giving us a little lesson here and some more notes. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. Bottom of the fourth, and Marion back to the field. Belleville back to the plate, and there's a foul ball into the right field corner. And everybody converging there, but it drops. Right fielder, second baseman, first baseman, all there, but it's a foul ball.
Well, that ball could have been caught there. I mean, tough play for Andros to make, but the right fielder out there, who is Smith, he kind of gave up on it a little bit, expecting his first baseman. It's kind of tough to expect your first baseman to make an over-the-shoulder catch.
In the bullpen. There's a ground ball to third, backhanded nicely, and a good throw across. Good play by Gardner there, 1 out.
And right over top of the bag, just behind the bag, and didn't exactly make the strongest of throws, but effective enough, and you got a big target over there in Andros, who was able to get it on the short hop, dig it out, record the out.
There's a ball low, and it's ball 1 to Luke Matecki. Where's number 1? Mitch Matecki, number 6, on deck. There's a foul off to the right and out of play. Behind the first base deck there, up on deck, some Belleville fans, first base side, along with cameraman, superstar cameraman Dan Gonzalez. There's another foul ball. Look out, Dan. 2 strikes now. Another one off to the right. 1 out here in the 4th inning. Luke Matecki with his 3rd at bat already, and he takes the ball. We have a 6-6 game. Both teams with 6 runs, both teams with 8 hits. Swing and a chopper to short in the grass. Now the shortstop fires on the run, makes the play, and the third baseman and the shortstop with good plays this inning.
That's a good play there by Parmley. I mean, it's the ball's hit short in the grass there, and he has to come in. He gets it on a short hop. Flip throw, all in one motion, gets the second out.
2 up, 2 down for the blue of Belleville, and there's a strike called. 0-1 the count. Major League Baseball today, a day-night doubleheader in Detroit. There's a line drive into left, and that's going to get down and get in the gap. Extra bases as it goes to the warning track, and Mitch Matecki has a 2-out stand-up double.
3 for 3 in the game now. It's the second double of the game. He's also scored twice, driven in a run.
The Tigers with a win over the Chicago White Sox today, 5-1. They'll play again tonight, 6:05, the first pitch for that this evening in a day-night doubleheader.
McGlynn now will hit for himself here because the designated hitter has been eliminated, so that means no more Tyler Burke here.
Up and away for a ball, 1-1 to the batter, Pat McGlynn. Right-handed pitcher. Sobchak brings it in. It's a strike, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. We have two outs here in the fourth. 6-6 game outside for a ball. McGlynn from the right side. He wears number 10. Swing and a miss. He waved at the slow breaking ball on the outside corner, and that ends Belleville's fourth inning. We've played four. On to the fifth inning we go, and we're still tied 6-6. Belleville and Marion. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home. With no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you here, and our engineer again today, Brian Hennigan. Thanks to Brian for spinning the dials as always, and there's a line drive to left. Look out, Marion has done it again. Home run, fifth inning home run, and they lead it 7-6 now. A home run for Kyle Hudson.
Boy, he turned on another pitch that was right down the chute and up in the zone. All three home runs they've hit today, the ball's just been up, and it's going to fly out of here today.
Gillette allows a home run here in the fifth inning, and Marion, just like we said, down 6-0 early, but here they come, and they have the lead. Amazing. Every game, every day, it just happens over and over again.
No lead is safe.
Andrew Rowe, the batter. It's ball one. Now a foul, and it's 1-1. Gillette on the mound for Belleville. Marion, Illinois at the plate. Number 6 hitter here. It's Rowe, who takes one on the outside corner. Strike called.
Well, it fooled me because I put ball down, so. And there's a ball on the scoreboard, so.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out of the inning after the home run.
Breaking ball off the plate. Gillette's first strikeout here today.
Batter now is Jeff Gardner, third baseman for the Gold here. Marion. Outside, ball one. 6-0 after 2 innings. Belleville had the lead. Marion, 5 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and they now lead it 7-6 here, and we're in the fifth inning.
You want to take dibs on if this will be the final score?
My prediction.
No. That's my prediction.
My prediction is both teams will be in double digits.
Well, they played last year, and I believe the score was 15-14.
There you go. 7-6 score. Deep drive to left. Left fielder giving chase, and it's going to be up against the fence. Left center field and an extra base hit. It's a double with 1 out. Gardner hits the fence on a bounce.
He's 2 for 3 in the game now, and 2 for 2 today. because he struck out last night in his only plate appearance. So 2 for 3 in the game, and Marion, which has grabbed the lead here, looking to add more, and just another pitch from Gillette that's up. These pitchers are going to have to learn to keep the ball down in the zone here today because, again, it's warm, the air is thinner, and the ball's flying all over the place.
Outside corner, strike called. This is Turnage. He hit the grand slam last time up. That was 2 innings ago. Stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball in there. Dandy for a strike. 0-2.
Well, if that's a pitch you're sitting on, we could be looking at a 9-6 game because that's a similar pitch that he turned on for the grand slam last inning. 2 innings ago.
Swing and a tap foul as he stays alive. Playoffs got started last week. District 22 and Highland beat Alton for the title, but Alton hosting the 5th division tournament, so they receive an automatic bid, and they're still alive. One of the 3 teams that's still alive, of course. There's a ball low. I'm told 25 districts in all in the state, Alton in District 22, and then those 5 divisions in the state. And we're in the 5th division here at Gordon Moore Park this year. Ball 2 high. Two count, 1 on, 1 out. Foul ball back and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marion at the plate. It's Turnage to follow Cody Smith. He'll wait on deck. The stretch by Gillette. He turns. No throw to second base. Centralia, the last team to be knocked out of the tournament. That was yesterday when Alton beat Centralia. There's a pitch that hits the batter in the middle of the back. He turned away, and it still hit him right on the 3 on the back of his jersey.
Well, nowhere for him to go there, and I imagine that had the rotation of a slider that just did not have any break on it at all. And a 2-2 count where you had the batter, you were ahead 0-2 in the count, so not exactly what Gillette had in mind there. And it's going to bring in the number 9 hitter Smith. He's 0 for 2 in the game.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off to the right by Cody Smith. Strike 1.
A little tardy on that swing.
He was late on it, too.
I thought that.
You got it.
Okay.
7-6 score, and Marion with a lead, and 1 out here with 2 on. There's a fly ball to center field. Matecki coming in. Short center. He makes the grab, and 2 outs here in the 5th.
We're back to Warren, top of the order here, and a couple of hits, scored a run today. 3 home runs in this game for Marion. All of them since we've resumed action here today.
2 on, 2 out. 7-6 score. 2 on for Marion. Swing and a miss for the leadoff hitter Warren here. We are in the 5th inning. Marion takes their turn with the lead, and the pitch is high for a ball. 4th time through the order now for Marion, Illinois.
Well, good thing we had an inning and a half head start here, and we started a couple of minutes early. Or otherwise, who knows what time we'd be done.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
3:53 our first pitch.
We're looking at 11 o'clock minimum, so that's the rules here. Dennis Sharp turns out the lights. We all go home. High for a ball. It's 2-2.
I've just been crazy enough to be here with him all week, too, right at the end. I get to see the lights go out.
Flipping the switch. 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the next. Swinging a fly ball to Matecki again in center field. He's back this time and under it. And he has it to end the inning. But Marion takes the lead with a leadoff home run. Hudson with a homer in the 5th. And now to the bottom of the 5th we go. Belleville trailing for the first time in this ball game. Marion now up 7-6. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown! Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you here. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Belleville to the plate. Gillette, Beatty, Cassina. With Marion in the lead now. There's a line drive to center. Center fielder coming in, then going back, and Rowe makes the catch.
One of those where he almost got himself into some trouble by coming in on it, but quickly backtracked and was able to make the catch. First pitch of the inning.
Again, we're down to 3 teams to find out who's going to go to the state tournament next week. And get a chance, be one of the 6 teams left in the state of Illinois for a chance at a state title. Who's it going to be from Alton? This 5th division tournament. There's a line drive to center. That's a base hit. Rowe will play it on a hop, and a hit for Beatty.
First hit of the game. He walked and scored in that 5-run second inning. Gets a 1-out single here.
Haven't mentioned the Marion pitcher much, but he's throwing up a couple of zeros now. Tyler Sopchek. And the throw over to first, runner back. Sopchek needs a spell check, and Louis is going to give that to us. No. Do you have that?
Somewhere.
S-O-P C-Z-A-K. There's a bad hop to short. Maybe a double play ball, but it takes a bad hop there at the end, and they don't get an out on it. 2 on and 1 out.
Well, that's tough because Parmley was there to make the play, and all of a sudden the ball just shot up on him, and I don't think he had a chance to really do anything there. That's just one of those bad hop base hits. It's tough.
Left-handed batter digs in now. It's Alex Quirin, the catcher, for Belleville post 58. Pitch is low for a ball from Sopchek. Here's the next. Swing and a shot back through the box and through into center field. That's a base hit, and that will load the bases for Belleville. A sharp single to center, and now here comes Belleville back the other way.
And they're doing it with the bottom of the order here and looking for an opportunity here quickly. 3 runners on after the first one was retired.
Bases loaded for the number 9 hitter, Rory Harrington. Ducks away from ball 1. Joe Bendick waits on deck. He had a home run earlier in this game. Leadoff man, there's a drive to center. Rowe is under it. He'll make the catch. 2 runners will tag, and a run will score to tie the game. Belleville answers with a run, maybe more, but now it's 7-7.
It's a shot to center field, and Harrington gets the job done, delivers the RBI.
2 outs in the inning. Runners now at the corners, first and third, and Bendick, the leadoff man, at the plate. Number 9 hitter now with 2 RBIs, Harrington.
Really, Marion was a bad hop away from being out of the inning.
Outside for a ball. We are in the bottom of the 5th, and we're tied 7-7. Still on our way to double digits. Throw over to first, runner back. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter for Belleville, their leadoff man. 4th time through the order now for them. There's a pop-up at home plate. Catcher under it, and he has it to end the inning. The catcher staying with it. Hudson looked around for help initially, but it was all him, and he made the play. So Belleville answers with a run. What do you know? We're tied again, 7-7 after 5. Back at Gordon Moore Park in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Yeah, my hairstylist is like family. When pool water turned my hair green, she came over right away. Now that kind of commitment is a lot like my American family insurance agent. When our washing machine flooded the basement, my agent showed up wearing knee-high rubber boots. My agent understands that the ultimate coverage isn't a piece of paper, it's peace of mind. American Family Insurance, the family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
We'll start the pool as to what time that game will start here in a while. There's a pitch inside for a ball. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, Marion at the plate. Here's the next foul ball, third base side. It's 2-1 now. Two and one count. Gillette delivers to Parmley, and it's in the dirt. 3-1.
Be careful here. You're better off giving up a walk than to let this kid get full extension with that bat, because he's already displayed the power that he can hit one out of here.
3-1 delivery now on the way. There's a chopper to short, 2-hopper to short, throw across, it's out. Number 2, Casina waited on it, made the play, 2 outs.
Now he swung at ball 4 there because that ball was up, and he swung down on it, and that's what you get. You get a bound the ball into the dirt, and Casina with a strong throw gets his man by about a step and a half or so.
Left-handed batter now, Marion's first baseman, Nick Andros. Pitch on the way to him, swing and a miss down in the dirt. Seven ball game here. Each team has had a 5-run inning. For Belleville, it was a 5-run second inning. Marion turned around and had a 5-run top of the third inning. Outside, 1-1. 2 outs here and nothing shaking for Marion. Gillette brings another, swinging a foul off to the left. Well, we'll soon find out if Alton has their hitting shoes on once again. They have 46 runs in this tournament this week. But again, everybody's scoring a lot of runs. As long as you have one more than the other team at the end. We've had a 17-16 final score this week. Alton winning yesterday 16-6. Alton also beat Highland 13-5. 2-2 pitch. Low in the dirt. Full count. State tournament next week, as we mentioned, Arlington Heights, Illinois. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. Last year it was at Whitey Herzog Field. Belleville the host and Belleville the state champs.
But they didn't win the 5th Division tournament.
That was Edwardsville. 3-2. And the pitch on the way. Foul off to the left. If you're the host, you never know. And Alton 126 trying to do that here this week. Edged out in the District 22 title game by Highland, and now playing host to the 5th Division tournament and trying to make it through the bracket.
Why check the 3rd Division? You have host Washington playing Rock Island for the finals up there, and they didn't even get a sniff in their district, and they're 2 games over 500.
Swing and a miss by Andros. He strikes out on a 3-2 pitch, a fly out, a ground out, a strikeout. 1-2-3 in the inning, and we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we're still tied 7-7. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
In a 7-7 game, and we just heard a spot there from Park and Rec, and we'd like to thank those folks too for joining in on the fun. Alton Park and Rec, Godfrey Park and Rec, sponsoring our broadcasts as well. Strike 2 here to Luke Matecki as we are back at Hopkins Field, diamond number 5, Gordon Moore Park, Alton, Illinois. Another foul here, back and to the first base side, and look out, Dan. He almost got hit with that one. He was scampering away.
Camera in one hand, glove in the other. That's what he needs to have in his arsenal up there.
Two strikes here. Sunshine breaking through here late this afternoon. 7-7 game. Fly ball to right center field. That's trouble for Marion. It's in the gap, and it's extra bases. It's a stand-up double as Luke Matecki makes the turn, but he'll stay at second with nobody out.
0-2 pitch again. We've seen it a number of times here this week, just getting too much of the plate when you're well ahead in the count, and that's just a bad mistake by the starter, Sobchak there. It's okay to throw one out of the dirt. You've got nobody on, and maybe you get him to go after a pitch he's not comfortable with. Instead, it's one right over the heart of the plate and dealing with a leadoff double.
Now Mitch Matecki at the plate. It's 5:02 on a Friday afternoon. You're listening to WBGZ. Alton, there's a fly ball to left. Left fielder under it. And he has it for the first out. Turnage looking up into the sun. One down.
Well, that's a big out for Sobchak to get there. You get the hot-hitting Matecki. He was 3 for 3. Could not advance his brother there. Want to at least move that runner along to third base with nobody out. Or get him there with one out, and could not do it.
There's a bunt, third base side. That's a base hit in the grass. As it stays in the grass, rolls toward the third baseman. And Pat McGlynn, the new cleanup hitter as of today, has a bunt single.
Took over for Burke in the order when they had to eliminate the designated hitter and insert him into the lineup. Perfectly down the third base line, and first and third now and one out. I'm a little surprised Marion playing for the double play, but I am surprised they're not bringing the infield in. Getting late in the game.
Throw over to first and out there. They're going to call that the runner's going to go to second. Maybe interference there. As the runner goes to second, it is second and third, and I guess interference on the first baseman is going to be called over there. Maybe stepping on his hand or something, I don't know. Second and third, one out.
Well, he pointed initially that he was going to call him out. I don't understand what was called there.
Second and third, and the pitch on the way. High delivery. Right-handed
Looked like
batter.
initially, didn't he? That he punched him out.
There's a chopper to short in the hole. Shortstop has it. Runner comes home. Out there, throw home, safe. Head first slide by Luke Matecki, and he just barely got in under the tag, and that was an exciting play all the way around. I thought the shortstop might hold the ball, but he got him at first from deep in the hole, and then the runner coming home, and he just scored.
Yes, he did, and that would have been a heck of a way to end the inning for Marion. Boy, they turned that good all the way around, especially Parmley. What a good throw from deep in the hole to get his man. He gets Gillette, who can get up the line, and the throw home nearly gets the runner, but he does a good job of sliding to the back part of home plate to be able to get in safely.
I believe Andros with a little bit of a scoop over there at first, too, so all kinds of glove work there, and it's 1-1 to Beatty here.
Well, it tells you how good of a play that he makes to be able to scoop and throw and nearly get his man.
1-1 to Beatty. Swing and a deep drive to center, way back to dead center field, and it is off the top of the fence, just below the yellow line. That'll score a run, 9-7 Belleville.
And all he gets is a long single out of that when he missed a home run by about a foot.
Center fielder playing the ricochet there, Rowe. And it's 9-7 Belleville with 2 here in the 6th. RBIs for Gillette and Beatty. .380 to dead center field here at the park. .325 down the lines, and now the manager out there trying to settle down the Marion pitcher in the infield and try to keep it at a 2-run game, 9-7. Well, Belleville now with a lead once again. Both teams have taken their turns at leads. Here's Tony Cassina.
And don't count on this being the final score either.
Oh, no. If we're only in the 6th inning. 5 o'clock hour, though, the weekend has begun here on a Friday. We have Friday baseball here on the Big Z from Gordon Moore Park. And the pitch on the way. Fakes a bunt and takes a strike here, Cassina. Bright sunshine again. Splashing across the field and a foul ball. Third base side, 0-2. Again, we started the week here with 8 teams. We're down to 3. Alton, Belleville, Marion. 0-2 pitch is upstairs. Number 7 hitter in the Belleville order. They're going for their 29th win of the year. They are 28-3. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory. Third baseman over near the dugout. Reaches and can't make the catch and flips over the top and into the dugout. Over the fence he goes. He's okay.
Effort, though. That's a good effort. I mean, he gave it. Saw what kind of ground he had. Got to the fence and darn near came up with it. That would have been a heck of a play.
Gardner all the way over to the dugout and into the dugout. Belleville leading 9-7. Belleville this week, they've scored 11, 6, 11. Maybe they'll get 11 again today for the 3rd time. There's a ground ball. Third baseman diving, makes the play, but no throw. He picked it clean on the dive, but it's an infield single.
Yeah, no chance to get an out either way. Even if he gets up, Cassina too fast, getting down the line there. His only opportunity would have been maybe to get the force out at second base, but even there, you run the risk of throwing the ball away and both runners advancing.
4 hits in the inning. 6th inning continues here for Belleville. There's a strike to Quirin. Strike 1. Nine runs, 16 hits for Belleville. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh and 2 the count. 2 on, 2 out. 2 in for Belleville. Swing and a pop fly off the end of the bat. Into left center field. Center fielder makes the running catch. Rowe with the grab, and that ends the inning. But Belleville breaks the 7-7 tie, and they score 2 to take a 9-7 lead. 7th inning stretch time, at least for Marion. Marion coming up in the top of the 7th inning, and they trail again. Belleville 9, Marion 7. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports. Score a run in the 5th to tie it, 2 in the 6th to now to take a lead of 9-7 over Marion. And now we go to the 7th inning. 3 innings left.
Marion seems to be at its best when they're trailing. That's when they seem to get all their runs, and they'll have 5, 6, 7 due up here in the 7th inning, looking to get back into the game.
Belleville with a lead, and again, post 58, leading Marion post 147. 7th inning underway now as Marion comes back to the plate, and it's ball 1. Hudson, the batter, he's the catcher and the number 5 hitter. He has a home run in this game. That was in the 5th and gave his team a short-lived 7-6 lead. There's a line drive to center, and it just gets under the glove of a diving Mitch Matecki there, and it's going to be a single.
Well, he nearly came up with that. That would have been a heck of a play, but I'll tell you what, that also could have been dangerous as well. If that ball short hops and gets by him, Hudson might be circling the bases for Marion's 4th home run of the afternoon here.
Another right-handed batter steps in. Andrew Rowe, the center fielder. Here's the pitch. Bounces in for a ball. Again, Gillette, the pitcher here. It's the third Belleville pitcher of this game. He's been in since the fourth. At least on the mound, and he and the catcher will talk things over for a moment. Again, the winner plays Alton, post 126, and some of the Alton players down in the bleachers there checking out the ball game. Batter here, Rowe at the dish. Belleville will start their bullpen too. There's a base hit to right, going the other way, and runner stopping at second with nobody out. 2 down, or 2 on, I should say. Nobody out.
Didn't I tell you they're better at the plate when they're down? They just seem to string the hits together and get themselves right back into this thing here. And tying run is on base now. Gardner is up. What do you do here if you're Greg Haub?
I think you may think about a bunt, but he knows his team better than we do. 2 left-handers working now for each team. Left-handers in the bullpen for Marion and Belleville. Curveball, strike.
Well, you get Turnage up to bat, and we all already know what he did earlier.
He's been on base 3 times.
One of them was particularly of notice.
Grand slam. There's a shot to third. Third baseman grabs it on a hop, steps on the bag, throws to first, safe. They get the lead runner, 1 out.
That's a hard hit ball, and just trade places on the bases there. That ball's hit about a foot or so to the left of McGlynn. It's either going to be bases loaded and nobody out, or Marion's going to plate that 6th run.
Thought you might say triple play.
No.
It's near the bag. Okay.
The runners were all. It would have been. The runner at second base now was darn near on top of the bag. Well, in that case, if it's hit about a foot to his right, then you might have a shot. But with he ranging to his left about a step or so, it would have been difficult for a triple play there.
Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 2 quick strikes here on the number 8 hitter. Turnage at the plate. More and more Belleville fans arriving here at the park. Getting off work on a Friday, and batter spins away from ball 1. He was hit in the 5th inning, hit by a pitch. 1-2 pitch here. Strike 3 called, outside corner, and he caught the corner for strike 3.
Boy, I don't know about that one. That's a tough pitch to go after. I mean, it's 1-2. Yeah, probably protect the plate, but that ball looked like it was well off the plate.
2 on, 2 out in a 2-run game now. Gillette fires it in for a strike. Outside edge again. 0-1 to Cody Smith. We're in the top of the 7th. And a hit batter, hit by pitch again, as this one gets away from the pitcher and hits the batter in the back of the jersey again.
He keeps going with that pitch, and he's hit a couple of batters now with it. He's just not snapping the ball off, and that's the second one that's gotten away from him. And as soon as he released it, he knew it, because it was in a similar spot to when he hit Turnage with a similar type of pitch in the 5th inning. Well, now you're back to the top of the order here.
Gillette here for Belleville has allowed 3 home runs in the game. And all 7 runs are charged to him right now. Actually, no, not the grand slam. It was after that. There's a strike. Keep thinking he's the second pitcher of the day, but we had one yesterday.
2 of the home runs were off of McGlynn. He gave up the solo home run to Hudson. It's the only run he's allowed here.
9-7. Bases loaded. It's quickly 0-2 here to Warren. Gillette, the wind, and the 0-2 pitch. High. Fastball, 1-2.
That's a good spot. See the waste one there. You maybe get the batter to go upstairs, up the ladder. He's not going to do anything with it. He's going to swing through it. So that's a good spot to miss.
Bases loaded for Marion. 2 outs. And this one bounces away. Wild pitch will score a run. 9-8. Everybody moves up. It's a 2-2 count.
He's compounding his problems here now. The tying run at third. Go-ahead run at second base. A base hit here could swing this lead back to Marion, and it's gone back and forth here since the third inning.
2-2 now. He had the batter at 0-2. Swinging a foul. Still 2-2. Right-handed batter here with a wide open stance. Caleb Warren, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Outside edge. Struck him out, and Marion settles for 1 run, and that was on the wild pitch, and they make it a 1-run game. 7th inning stretch now for the Belleville fans. Bottom of the 7th inning here, and it's Belleville on top now by a score of 9-8. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBender.com.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just 1 monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Bottom of the 7th inning, back at Gordon Moore Park, and our score is 9-8. Belleville clinging to a 1-run lead again. 1-run leads back and forth, 7-6 Belleville. Actually 7-6 Marion first, and then Belleville takes the lead, and Marion gets a little closer. Now it's 9-8, and bottom of the 7th inning underway. Strike 1 to Harrington.
He's got a couple of RBIs in the game and 1 hit.
Breaking ball strike, 0-2. From the Marion pitcher, Tyler Sopchek. Swinging a shot to short. It's a 1-hopper, and the flip to first. Harmley throws out Harrington. 1 out.
He got away with another pitch there. It's 0-2, and again, just too much of the plate. Fortunately for Sopchek, he gets the ground ball to the sure-handed Parmley out there, and who flips to first and gets the out.
Strike called to Bendick. It's 0-1. Now a ball evens the count at 1-1. We're in the 7th inning here, and Belleville leading Marion by 1 run. This one's upstairs for a ball. 2-1. The next, low in the dirt, ball 3. Yesterday's score again, Alton 16-6 over Centralia. And in the night game, suspended in the second inning between these two teams. There's a one-hopper to short again. Parmley flips to first again. 2 down.
Kind of unorthodox the way he does it, but he's effective. When he gets the ball, it's just a casual flip to first base, but he's getting the job done, and both in the field and at the plate here this week. Minus the one suspended game that he had to sit out.
Luke Matecki fouls one back to the screen. And another pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball to right field. Right fielder back. Under it now, and he has it. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Belleville down 1-2-3, and we've played 7 innings now. 9-8. Belleville by 1 run over Marion. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at RiverGC.com.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown! Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
On to the 8th inning now. Marion to the plate. Marion, Illinois, top of the 8th inning here at Gordon Moore Park. Live coverage of this Senior Legion playoff baseball tournament continuing on this Friday afternoon. And Tyler Sopchek, the pitcher for Marion, starts things off here. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. And strike 1 to start the 8th inning.
Well, this is where Marion can get things done here, and I'm sure Mike Harris will have a quick hook on Gillette if he has to, because this is the heart of the order.
Ball low, and it's 1-1. Left-hander still loosening in the Belleville bullpen. One pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive to left center field. Diving try there, and he can't come up with it. Luke Matecki knocked it down. Made a headlong dive going for the out, but it's a single.
Again, it's a risk or reward there, because if going for the dive, he nearly came up with it, but if you miss the ball there, it's at least 2, if not 3 bases to lead off the inning. So he's fortunate to be able to get a glove on the ball. He does a good job of keeping it in front of him and keeping it to a single.
Swing and a 2-hopper to third. Off the third baseman's glove for an error. The runner at first trying to go to third, and he is safe. Safe there, and it's second and third on the air.
Boy, you at least get an out there, and you don't even get one, and Parmley is able to move into second base, and now just a golden opportunity for Marion to not only tie this thing but take the lead. First error of the day for Belleville, and it comes at a critical time.
9-8 Belleville, but again, Marion with a chance to tie it once again, or maybe take the lead in the 8th inning. Nick Andros at the plate, left-handed batter, and manager Mike Harris may make a move to his lefty. We'll see. Now time is called by the manager, and he is going to go to the left-hander, it looks like. He'll go to the bullpen, and Belleville will have their fourth pitcher of this game come to the mound. We'll take a break. Belleville still holding on to the lead, at least for now, 9-8. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
My dentist is like part of the family. He's always gone out of his way to make things as painless as possible for me. He's kind of like my American family insurance agent. Whenever I've got a problem, my agent solves it quickly, and it never requires Novocaine. I think my dentist could take some pointers from my agent. American Family Insurance. The family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
And Brent Berkland back with you. This eighth inning continues for Marion as they're helped out by an error here in a big way. It looks like second and third, nobody out. They still trail Belleville by a run, but now Belleville will make a pitching change. Left-hander Kyle Whitty will come into the game, and he will be the fourth pitcher for Belleville in this game. Sweeney, McGlynn, Gillette, and now Whitty.
Well, they're going to bring, it's a lefty-lefty matchup, so Mike Harris playing the percentages here, and I would imagine that Belleville's going to move the infield in here. It's the eighth inning. You want to cut these runners down if you can, and if you're Nick Andros, just looking to hit the ball. If you hit the ball on the ground, hit it hard somewhere, because chances are it's going to get by somebody. If the infield's playing in, or hit a line drive somewhere, you'll have an opportunity to put your team ahead, and it's a tough spot to bring Whitty into the game. This is his first action in the tournament, but he's been called upon here to protect a one-run lead.
Lefty against lefty for Marion at the plate. Swing and a foul off to the left over the third base dugout. Strike one, and should say two. Gillette goes back to center field. Matecki goes back to third base. So they are back to their regular defense around the infield and around the outfield, but a new pitcher. Whitty, W-I-T-T-E, on the mound. Low and away. It's 1-1 now.
So that would be Mitch back into his original position of third base. Very diverse. I guess you can stick him anywhere in the lineup,
including pitcher.
We saw that as well.
Yeah. Against Alton, I believe it was, right? There's a strike.
Yes.
To Andros. 1-2 here. The relief pitcher getting ahead of the cleanup hitter, first baseman Nick Andros. Andros waits the pitch. Swing and a foul as he was right on it.
Oh, he had a pitch to rip there, and he's going to wish he could have that one back, because that one was right in the wheelhouse, and he knows it.
The lefties like the low ones, and that was at the knees, and he fouled it back. Another 1-2 pitch coming up. The stretch by Whitty. Here it comes. High delivery. First base open, 2-2.
Hudson on deck, and he has a home run in this game. He's been on base 3 times, so you do have the base open, but there's nobody out, and you've got good hitters waiting in the wings.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher checks the runners. There's a tap toward first, and it's a foul ball. Foul ball. 2-2, still the count.
Well, that would have scored the run, because Beatty, playing back at first base, was not charging that ball. Would have had the out at first, but the tying run would have scored.
Pitcher and catcher meet again on the mound. Top of the 8th inning continues here as Yet another big spot in the ball game. 9-8, Belleville by a run.
You act like there have been some big spots in this game.
Seems like every inning. Seems like every inning.
It's only a 9-8 game.
2-2, and here we go again. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down.
Well, he needed that. That's one bullet out of the way, and now it's going to be up to Hudson now. Well, it looks like the middle infielders, they're playing back now. They're willing to give up the run, the tying run for an out. It's kind of a peculiar spot here. I'm rather surprised that they're still not playing in.
Swing and a miss. Trying to stay away from a big inning. I guess they'll settle for a tie, but they don't want to fall behind again. Hudson at the plate. Strike one. Now we have a left-handed pitcher and a right-handed batter. Hudson wears number 4, and he calls time. Belleville post 58 down in the first base dugout. All eyes on the pitcher and the batter here in a 9-8 game, and time called again by the batter. Closing in on 30 hits in the game, and we're in the top of the 8th, so we still have a ways to go. Pitcher looks in, gets the sign. Checks the runners and brings it home. Curveball, and it's on the inside corner. Strike 2.
Boy, if you're Marion, if you come out of this with nothing, you will be kicking yourself here. Not only should you tie the game, you have a golden chance to tie it, but even take the lead, but it'll be tough to overcome if you leave these runners on base, and be a heck of a job by Whitty to be able to get out of it.
Pitcher and catcher visit on the mound again, and it's 0-2. Remember, he just struck out Andros, the first man that he faced out of the bullpen. Now, Hudson, he's got 2 strikes on him, too. Mitch Matecki, even with the bag at third, playing off the line. First baseman deep and guarding the line on the right side. Breaking ball tapped, foul, first base side. Still 0-2. Well, early in the game, it was Belleville leading 6-0. 7 unanswered runs for Marion. They took the lead, 7-6. Then 3 unanswered runs for Belleville. They jumped in front, 9-7. It's 9-8 here in the 8th inning. Pitch, swing, and another tap foul at home plate as he just stayed alive. Still 0-2. Hudson with his 5th at bat of the game. Home run came in the 5th inning. Swing and a pop-up. First baseman into foul territory. Will he have room? He does. He makes the grab. Runners hold at second and third. 2 down now.
Well, another big out. What a spot for Whitty here. Second and third, nobody out. Now second and third, 2 outs. He got the strikeout, got the pop-up. 1 out away from getting out of the inning.
So now that leaves it up to Rowe, at least for now, second and third. He has struck out twice. He has walked and scored, singled and scored. 1 for 3 and a walk. 2 on, 2 out. It's still 9-8. At the letters, strike one. Oh and 1 the count as the batter, Rowe, the center fielder, right-handed batter, waits. Breaking ball just above the knees. Strike 2 called.
Well, the mistake these Marion batters are right now are they're taking not 1 strike but 2 strikes and falling behind big time in the count. The only one that didn't was Andros, and he struck out on a 2-2 pitch, but Hudson and Rowe have just not attacked the baseball here at all, and now in big danger of not getting anything out of this.
Breaking ball, and it's down and in for ball 1. So the batter still behind, but now it's 1 and 2. Still 2 on, still 2 out, still a 1-run game. 8th inning. Swing and a foul off to the right. Right fielder gives it a look, but out of play, out of reach. Rowe stays alive for now. Gardner on deck. Two strikes and a ball, and it's top of the 8th inning. Slowing way down, but Whitty trying to finish it off, and what a job it would be for him. Upstairs, too tight, ball 2. Whitty in relief, comes into the game with 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, gets a strikeout, gets a pop-up, 2 down. Still has Belleville hanging on to the lead at 9-8. Breaking ball high, 3 and 2 now.
Well, you had him 0 and 2, now 3 and 2. But a base is open, so. But you have Gardner on deck, and he's hit the ball hard all afternoon.
The lefty brings it home again. It's down and in. Ball 4. Bases loaded, 2 out.
Well, he had the base open, and right now it doesn't hurt, but no place to put Gardner. He's going to have to go after him here. 2 outs. The next hit will be number 30 in the game, won't it?
They have 1 hit this inning. 16 for Belleville.
Maybe we're there then.
Inside on the corner, strike 1. Oh and 1 here to Gardner. He has a single, a double, a run scored. Batter calls time again. This top of the 8th inning is taking forever, and we don't have a run.
13 hits in the game for Marion. Belleville with 16, so we are. Next hit will be hit number 30 in the game.
Outside, off the plate, it's 1 and 1 now. Bases loaded, and Marion already has a grand slam in the game. It came from the man on deck, Dylan Turnage. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt, 2 and 1.
Well, now you have to be careful because in a pitcher's mind, a 2-1 count with the bases loaded, you don't want to go 3 and 1. So if you're Gardner, look for something to drive here because it's going to be there.
Number 16 on his back, Jeff Gardner, the third baseman for Marion, Illinois. Top of the 8th, bases loaded. Swing and a foul off to the right, and to the bullpen it goes, and out of reach for the right fielder Bendick, and it's 2 and 2. 2-2 the count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Right-handed batter will dig back in again. 2-2 here. Ball game on the line once again, and Marion down to their final 4 outs. Swinging a ground ball to third. Ricochets off the third baseman. Matecki, no play. Bases still loaded, and they've tied the game. 9-9 score.
Well, Gardner with a 2-2 count was able to hit the ball hard there. Matecki playing in. I'll let you call that one.
Now Matecki making some errors against Alton at third base the other night. He makes one here as well.
And a critical one at a critical point in the game ties it up.
It was right at him. And a ricochet off of him, and Turnage now taking a strike.
He's got 2 errors in the inning.
Here's another. Breaking ball, a beauty, and it's a strike, 0-2.
And there it is again. Instead of attacking the strike zone, they're taking 2 strikes and falling behind 0-2. You can't continue to do that and expect to have any kind of success.
Turnage with the bases loaded. Hit a home run in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded. This time a ground ball to first. First baseman blocks it, knocks it down, and steps on the bag. Beatty makes the play. Marion leaving 3 on base, but they tie the game. They leave the bases loaded, but score 1 in the 8th inning, and we're tied again. 9-9 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest.
Bottom of the 8th inning now. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you. Mitch Matecki will lead things off, and Belleville getting out of that jam there in the 8th inning, but they did allow the tying run to score, but it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better for Marion, but they get 1, and we're at 9-9 now. Mitch Matecki with a base hit to left field to start the bottom of the 8th.
4th hit of the afternoon, and sure, he's feeling a little down on himself for committing the error that allowed the tying run to score, so he's going to take it out on the baseball with the bat in his hand, and sure enough, he gets things started in the right way here. Leads off with a single, and don't be surprised if he's off and running here, maybe trying to get in the scoring position.
Matecki and Luke Matecki would like to say hello to some listeners back in the Belleville area, I would assume. Maybe not. Aunt Gina, cousins Mal and Sarah. Hope they're enjoying the game on the Big Z and on the internet, of course. Also, RiverBender.com taking care of our internet, too, at least video-wise, and looking good as always. Luke and Mitch Matecki's, though, with some listeners.
Well, it looks like Aunt Gina is not only listening and watching, but also chatting it up here on RiverBender.com.
What's she got to say, Louis?
Well, I see she's asking, was the tying run an error on the third baseman? So I would assume that's Aunt Gina.
Of course.
Listening in Cincinnati.
She doesn't want an error on her. Okay. Check it out on slow motion or slow-mo replay or Something like that. Strike two to the batter here. Runner at first and nobody out. Pat McGlynn was in this spot, but now it's Kyle Whitty, our relief pitcher, lefty. And he takes high. Throws left, bats left.
Well, he was called upon to sacrifice there, but he was at an 0-2 count, now 1-2.
There's a bunt in the grass, and it's a good one. Pitcher grabs it, throws in time at first. Nice play by Sobchak. Has got a late break on that because with 2 strikes he was still bunting, but he still sacrifices Matecki to second.
Boy, and it was a good one too, because third baseman and pitcher were both confused, like, no, you take it, no, you take it. Neither one of them wanted to take charge there, and that was a bang-bang play at first base.
Kyle Gillette, the batter now. He has an RBI. Doesn't have a hit in the game against Marion here. Outside, ball 1.
And I just saw the live shot, and looked like he was out by not even a half a step. It was close. But I believe the men in blue or the men in white, whatever you want to call them out there, I think they got the call right.
Swing and a pop-up by Gillette, and backing out of play it goes. Listening in Cincinnati, Ohio. Hello, Cincinnati. That's WKRP, I'll bet. Right?
You are correct, I would assume.
Oh, whatever. 2-1 pitch, fouled off to the right and up on deck. Nope.
Let's ask Aunt Gina. She can tell us.
Wonder if she's a Reds fan.
Well, I was today against the Cubs. Come on, Aunt Gina, get those Reds going up there.
2-2 count, 1 on, 1 out. Belleville looking to take the lead again. There's a tap back to the pitcher. He'll look at the runner, looks the runner back, throws to first, 2 down with Matecki still at second base.
Well, he executed that well. Once he gets the ground ball, you look the runner back and make the throw to first base. And Matecki's a smart player. He was eyeing the pitcher the whole time, because if the pitcher wouldn't have given him the eye contact, something would have told me he would have tried taking off to get into third base, but still out there at second. 2 outs, still in scoring position, and Beatty to the plate. He hit the ball hard as last time. You want to be careful to this batter here.
First base open for the number 6 hitter here, and the shortstop on deck, Tony Cassina. Swing and a little fly ball to right center field. Right fielder over, under, and has it. And that ends the inning. Belleville, scoreless in the 8th, will go to the 9th. 9th inning. Marion and Belleville tied at 9. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Have you outgrown your home, or has your home outgrown you? If it's time for a change, call Matt Horn, the agent who was voted Madison County's #1 realtor. Most of Matt Horn's listings and sales come from referrals from satisfied customers. Call Matt Horn of Landmark Realty today for a free market analysis of your home. Call Matt Horn today at 560-8201 and put a top real estate professional in charge of all your real estate needs.
What do I have to do to sell you a car?
Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Well, to the 9th inning we go in a 9-9 game. Belleville and Marion going toe-to-toe. A 6-0 game early in favor of Belleville. Marion coming back, taking the lead, then Belleville grabbing the lead back, then Marion tying the game, and it's 9-9 in the 9th, and it's Cody Smith to start the top of the 9th inning.
9-1-2 for post 147 here. Looking to break this 9-all tie, and it's down to the relief pitchers now.
Fourth pitcher of the game for Belleville, Sobczak. Still in there for Marion. There's a ball high. Number 9 hitter starting it up here, then Warren and Sobczak. Down and in for a ball. Left-hander for Belleville. Bringing it home again. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman right there. Harrington throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Smith now 0 for 3 in the game, and back to the top of the order here. And Caleb Warren, it's his 6th plate appearance in the game. 2 for 5 and scored a run.
There's a strike called at the letters to their leadoff man, Warren. Strike 1. Right-handed batter here against the left-handed reliever. Whitty brings it in. Tap to short. It's a 2-hopper to the shortstop. Cassina throws to first. 2 down.
Good start here for Whitty, getting a couple of ground balls, but be careful here. Sobczak to the plate has hit the ball hard every time, and then you have the dangerous Parmley on deck, so you can't let off the gas pedal just yet.
First pitch comes in, up and away. Round the plate, ball 1. Sobczak, Parmley on deck, but it's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th inning. Check swing, but he went too far. I believe that'll be called a strike.
Well, they haven't asked for an appeal yet.
Now they do, and now they call it a strike. One with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the next foul ball off the catcher, maybe off the mask, and back to the screen. Strike 2. So we have today the Tigers over the White Sox 5-1. Cubs over the Reds 8-5 at Wrigley Field.
Who cares?
Which one?
Cubs.
Okay. 1-2 pitch, down and in, ball 2.
And the Cardinals got Matt Holliday today. Did anybody know that? I'm sure it's been bandied around.
Had to give up the big man Wallace, though, right?
Where was he going to play here?
Next pitch, swing, and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. That's a strikeout. 1-2-3 for Marion in the top of the 9th. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Belleville with a chance to win it now. 9-9 score. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at RiverGC.com.
Belleville with a chance to win it now. Any old kind of run will do it for post 58. Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you, and here we go to the bottom of the ninth.
One run will do it here, and it'll be the bottom three in the order to get things started. And Sobchak still on the mound. I haven't kept track of his pitch count, but might have to start adding things up here.
Boy, it's got to be way up there. Wow. Right-hander brings it in. It's low and away. Ball one. 7, 8, and 9 hitters here, so it's the bottom third of the order, but you never know with Belleville. Inside, 2-0. Queer in on deck, then Harrington, Bendick, if anybody gets on, and then you roll to Luke and Mitch Matecki, back-to-back. There's a strike to Cosina. It's 2-1. Here's the next. Swing and a slow roller to short. Parmley throws to first. 1 out.
Well, he makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Get in the hole, it doesn't matter with that strong arm.
Well, that's just a speedy runner getting down the line, and he just makes it look so easy.
Just after 6 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. 6 o'clock hour now, Friday night baseball. There's a drive down the right field line, hooking, foul, strike one. Well, we are expected to see Jared Dooley, starting pitcher for Alton tonight. Alton post 126. Strike one to the left-handed batter. Catcher lines one to left center. That's a base hit. Center fielder moving over and slips and falls for a moment. The catcher with a big turn, but he'll hold with a 1-out single.
Winning run is on, and Harrington probably going to be in a bunt situation here. You get that winning run into scoring position and take your chances with Bendick at the plate.
We'll see how they play at 18 hits now. Is that right? One last inning,
Sounds right.
one this inning. The hits keep coming.
That would be right.
Breaking ball, check swing, and he was fooled. It's a strike in there, 0-1.
No bunting situation there.
Right-handed batter now. Sobchak throws over there. No tag. 1 on, 1 out.
You don't want to throw the ball away either.
Here's the next. Another breaking ball, another strike called. 0-2. Belleville had that big 5-run second inning. Bendick had a home run in that second inning. (0-2) to the batter here. Number 9 hitter, Harrington. Here's the pitch. High, 1-2. Bendick waits on deck. Waits for his 6th at bat of the day. And they've all faced this pitcher, the same pitcher, over and over and over again. It's 2-2 now. There's a shot to third, and the third baseman bobbles it and then gets the out at second. Fielder's choice, 2 down.
Good play. Well, you never know where that hop is going to go there, and Gardner did a nice job of staying right with it. cuts down that lead runner at second base on a bang-bang play. And it'll bring Bendick in with 2 outs.
Ball 1.
And you wonder if Mike Harris is going to get Harrington off and running here.
Stretch and pitch, and a strike called. 1-1 now to the leadoff man. Left-handed hitter with that home run back in the second inning. There's a ground ball to the second baseman, and it ricochets off of him for an error. Everybody's safe. 2 on, 2 out.
Oh, that could open the door up here. That should have ended the inning here, and we should be going to extras now, but here comes Luke Matecki with a chance with a base hit to end this one, and that could be a costly mistake by Warren at second base. It's a play he's got to make.
There's a ground ball to short. Shortstop throws to first, and out there to end the 9th inning and end regulation. We'll go to the 10th inning, still tied 9-9. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown! Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
We're defined by what we pass on to the next generation. The ConocoPhillips Wood River Refinery is a proud neighbor of the Riverbend region. Their employees produce and distribute quality refined products throughout the Midwest in an environmentally safe manner. By using innovative refining processes, they are ready to meet the energy challenges of the future, so we can pass on what matters most to the ones who matter most. ConocoPhillips, energy for tomorrow.
10th inning now, and Marion, Illinois to the plate. Parmley, Andros, Hudson. As we go to extra innings, 9-9 ball game.
You called extra innings, and I was hoping you were wrong, but for once, you were right.
And I think we have a first extra inning game of the week.
You would be correct.
I thought we've seen everything, but now maybe we've seen everything.
I would say so.
Extra innings in game number 13. That might not be right. Yeah, that is 13. Whitty, the pitcher. Parmley, the shortstop for Marion. 3, 4, and 5 here in the 10th. Strike 1.
Luke Matecki with a chance to end it there with a base hit. Grounds out to this batter, Parmley, to end the inning. Could not make that mistake pay. And we will go to extras. Like you said, for the first time this week. And who will flinch first here?
1-1 count outside, 2-1. The winner, as we've mentioned time and time again, will play Alton post 126 tonight under the lights, Friday night baseball, and you'll hear it here on the Big Z and on the internet too. This one is popped foul. First baseman over to give it a look, and it's out of play. Onto the bleachers beyond the dugout, first base side. 2-2 count. Right-handed batter digs back in. Again, the heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. And for Belleville, it will be 3, 4, and 5. There's a little jam shot, pool cue shot there to second. Second baseman throws out Parmley.
Good pitch there to get him on a jam shot. Not much of a swing from Parmley there. He might have been fooled on the pitch, and he is the first out. of the inning.
One up, one down. Now the left-handed batter. And Nick Andros has had a tough time the last couple of times up. A double play ball in the fourth. Struck out in the sixth. Struck out in the eighth.
And that's after he singled and walked in his first 2 plate appearances.
Outside for a ball. It's even 1-1. Witte, the pitcher, Witte, brings it in. Popped up, short right. Right fielder in, second baseman out. Right fielder calls him off. Bendick makes the catch, 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Kyle Hudson at the plate now and has a couple of hits, including a home run.
6 in a row retired by this left-handed pitcher now.
Foul ball at the plate. Strike 1. Top of the 10th inning.
Boy, you have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. If you're Marion, you'd like to think that you'd be able to make some noise with your bats, but this pitcher Witte doing a good job of mixing in off speed and off the plate, and he's put his team in a chance to win. If he can get one more out here, they'll go into the bottom of the 10th with another opportunity to win.
Got a couple of strikeouts since coming in. He's done a really good job. 1 walk. Then the air behind him allowed the tying run to score. Swing and a foul, left field corner.
You don't want to do that again.
Up and in, but not up and in enough.
Well, the batter Hudson just got out in front of the ball and hit it hard, but that's too close for comfort there.
Another 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul again. 0-2. Two strikes and nothing. The pitch again. Just outside on a big curve.
Didn't miss by much.
Nine game, 10th inning. Belleville and Marion, the pitch. Swing and a miss, down in the dirt, and that's a strikeout to end the top of the 10th. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. Somebody call Aunt Gina. Mitch Matecki is coming up to lead off the bottom of the 10th in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Yeah, my hairstylist is like family. When pool water turned my hair green, she came over right away. Now that kind of commitment is a lot like my American family insurance agent. When our washing machine flooded the basement, my agent showed up wearing knee-high rubber boots. My agent understands that the ultimate coverage isn't a piece of paper, it's peace of mind. American Family Insurance. The family you choose.
American Family Insurance.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBender.com.
Louis Korak and Brent Berkland back with you here on the Big Z, and we're live at Gordon Moore Park in Alton, Illinois, bottom of the 10th inning. Mitch Matecki will lead things off, then Witte, Gillette, and Beatty too if anybody gets on, bottom of the 10th inning. In a 9-9 ball game, the winner will play Alton. later tonight in this 5th Division tournament.
Belleville with a chance to win. They had an opportunity in the bottom of the 9th and could not plate that winning run, but 3, 4, and 5 due up in the batting order, and Sobchak back to the mound. Wow.
Right-handed pitcher Tyler Sobchak to Mitch Matecki here. Matecki, 4 hits in the game already, 2 doubles, 2 singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored. Here he comes to the plate again. Here comes that guy, number 6.
4 hits jersey today. He'd love to get number 5 here.
Strike 1, bottom of the 10th.
Only time he was retired was on a fly ball to left field.
Upstairs, 1-1 to Matecki. There's a ball down in the dirt. Swing and a shot to short. Ground ball to Parmley. Throws to first. Out there, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 10th.
He picked the wrong guy to hit it to there. Parmley has been a vacuum out there, and only one he couldn't make was the one that took a bad hop on him up off of his left shoulder, but that time stays with that ground ball and a big first out for Sobchak to retire the Belleville third baseman Matecki.
Ball 1 down in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Now it's 1-1 to Kyle Whitty. Bottom of the 10th inning. How many innings is it going to take here? Marion and Belleville. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Well, for all the runs we've had in this game, you wouldn't think that it would take very long. Well, we've had some zeros up here lately.
Outside. Belleville hasn't scored since the 6th. Breaking ball outside, 3-2 as it misses the corner. Payoff pitch here. It's outside, ball 4.
Winning run is on again. You got ahead of the batter, and you let him get away. Those walks. Here comes Greg Haub, and will this be to make a change or just a conversation with his starting pitcher? Yes, I said starting pitcher.
Who's still in there. That is that his first walk since back-to-back walks in the 2nd inning?
Sounds right.
3 walks in the game.
That sounds right.
That's it. One on, 1 out, and here comes Kyle Gillette, who has an RBI. That RBI, though, coming back in the 6th. Foul ball, third base side.
Gillette having kind of a quiet day here. 0 for 4 and did walk. He does have the RBI, but no hits yet.
18 hits, and he doesn't have one. Outside for a ball. 5th Division tournament here. There's a ground ball to third, and third baseman knocks it down. Throw to first, safe at first. A bobble by Gardner, and that's all it took. 2 on, 1 out.
On the air might be costly here because instead of getting an out, now you have 2 on and 1 out. Beatty to the plate. Casino on deck. This is a tough spot here to be in for Marion. Mistakes starting to compound, their 3rd error of the game.
Strike 1 to the big first baseman, Rob Beatty. Watch this big guy lay down a bunt or something here.
I doubt it.
There's a fly ball to right. Right fielder over to the line. Makes the catch. Runner tags. Going toward 3rd. He's safe there. 2 outs. 1st and 3rd, Belleville.
Well, he advances the runner, and now it's going to take a 2-out something here from Casino.
Shortstop has 2 hits today. 2 hits in this game. An error, a wild pitch. You never know what could happen in extra innings in a 9-9 game, bottom of the 10th. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and it's a strike at the letters. What a game. Tyler Sopchak here to Tony Casino. Swing a long drive down the line, left field line, and it is hooking foul. Home run distance, but foul.
So in other words, it's a long strike.
It's 0-2. Runner back to 3rd. The other runner back to 1st. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 10th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. He stays alive. Up in his eyes. He fouled it away.
This pitcher had 132 pitches going into the inning. $18 in this inning, so he's at there's 151.
Ground ball, it's booted by the second baseman, and that's the ball game. A run scores as the second baseman could not come up with the play, and Marion is finished in the tournament. In the bottom of the 10th inning, Belleville pulls it out 10-9. How about that?
Oh, what a way to lose a game. Wow, you got to feel bad for Sopchak. I mean, he got the ground balls in this inning and 2 errors. 2 big errors in the inning wind up ending the season for Marion. That's a tough way to go out.
10-9, the final score in 10 innings. Back with a wrap-up of this Belleville victory over Marion after this. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Jenny Becker of Paul Lauschke and Associates is a longtime supporter of American Legion Baseball. As a veteran player in the Riverbend real estate market, Jenny has sold and closed over $3 million in 2009. Whether you are buying or selling a home, call Jenny Becker today at 465-2966 and let her hit a home run for you.
Have you ever admired the well-kept turf on a golf course and thought, I wish my lawn looked like that? Well, now it can, and it's not too early to start planning for a beautiful lawn this summer. Led by one of only a few certified golf course superintendents in the region, we've been providing quality turf for over 20 years, and our experience in the industry is why our results are second to none. Call today to schedule your free lawn care analysis. The Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest.
Out on top in the bottom of the 10th with that unearned run. 2 errors in the inning by Marion, but the error with 2 outs on a ground ball to second base ended the game 10-9 in favor of Belleville. They now have a record of 29-3. 29-3, and they will play Alton post 126 in the nightcap tonight for Friday night baseball.
Good luck after that marathon there. Now you have to turn around and play another one, and It's going to be tough, but they'll be ready to go here. And now it's down to 2 teams, and what's going to wind up happening is we'll play a game here next. If Alton wins, we'll play another one tomorrow. Belleville comes out on top. They'll be the champions of the 5th Division.
Will be finished here on this Friday night, but Alton hoping to have something to say about that. And Alton will get ready to play in about an hour or so, maybe 50 minutes or so before we're ready for the first pitch tonight under the lights. But again, Belleville now with a record of 29-3. They play a 10-inning game before they beat Marion here on this Friday. But there's more baseball on the way here on the Big Z and on the internet too, WBGZradio.com. Also check it out later on RiverBender.com. Of course, too, we'll all be here for Friday night baseball in just a little while, but our 10-inning game wraps up with Belleville beating Marion, Illinois, 10-9. So long for just a while.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Jenny Becker, Paul Lauschke and Associates. Let Jenny hit a home run for you. Greenskeeper Lawn Service. You do the watering, we'll do the rest. ConocoPhillips. Energy for tomorrow. Matt Horn, Landmark Realty. Put a top real estate pro in charge. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Buy American. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. And the Chuck West Agency, helping business owners for over 46 years.